Hey friends, how's everybody doing today? I was just going to make some of my high protein bars, and I thought, why not throw the camera on, just show you how I make them. Super simple. Um, they're really delicious. So I just thought I'd throw the camera. Hey, my name's Vicki-Lynne. Welcome to my kitchen again. So glad you guys could join me. So we're going to make these protein bars that I love having for snacking. They're all natural. They're really good. They come together really, really quick. I'm going to use my blender. You just need to preheat your oven to 325. They cook for about 20 minutes or so, and just a couple of simple ingredients. So in my blender, I'm going to add some plant-based milk. I'll put the recipe down below. Some maple syrup. Some natural peanut butter. Oh, 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 oh. Well, that's okay. If you're using like a regular peanut butter that's not as gooey, you may need to just to adjust. Again, you might have to adjust. Add a little extra milk. And by the lid. Okay. Here we go. And then I've been soaking some pitted dates. So I'm just going to drain those. So I use just regular dates, not even medjool dates, just a really cheap one. And we're just going to blend this and make a smooth paste out of this. So if you're using a thicker peanut butter, I would add a little extra milk or a little of the water from the pitted dates, however you want to do it. And again, this comes together super simple. We're going to add a cup of rolled oats, a cup of rice cereal of some sort. I'm using quinoa puffs. I love them. They're just like, they're higher in protein, but they're fun. I'm using a cup of protein powder. If you don't have it, this is a vegan one. I get the Orgain. I get the Orgain. I don't use it too often, but every once in a while I like to throw a little protein powder into my smoothies or whatever, or when I'm baking. If you don't have it, leave it out. It's not super important. You'll live without it. The recipe still works. A couple of tablespoons of flax meal, flax flour, whatever, the flax seed ground up. So we're adding some good omega-3s. I love adding cinnamon. You don't have to, but I do. Again, always make your recipes your own. These are just guidelines. And then chocolate chips, right? About a third of a cup or so. These are vegan ones. I think that's more than enough. Let me make sure I didn't forget any of my ingredients. You know, I'm notorious for that. I get all the way done and then go, oh, I forgot. Okay, so I got that, mix that together. And now we're going to add in our wet ingredient into this. All of it out. You probably could use a food processor if you had one instead of the high-speed blender. Okay. And you're just going to mix it. Add A to B. Mix. Try not to make a mess like I do. Now I usually mix for a little bit, and then you kind of have to get your hands in there. And you can oil your hands or you can use cold water. But if you mix it enough, I find with a spatula, and then just keep cleaning the spatula off. We don't have to get our hands as dirty. We want to get everything incorporated nicely. Okay. All right. So whatever's not incorporated will get incorporated on the pan. And now you're just going to pour out the dough and then just form it into a square, rectangle. These are free-formed. You could put them in a parchment-lined dish. So I'm going to do a little cold water. Oiled hands work the best, but we're not using oil, so we're not going to do that. So just keep working it. And then try to make sure it's as thick and as deep and equal. Okay. So your oven, I said, is preheated to 325, and we're going to put this in the oven. Now, before we do, we are going to our hands. We are going to cut them into bars. And you kind of just want to help it along. Okay. Now we're going to bake that. Into the oven it goes. Okay, so they're all baked. They're lightly brown. We're going to let them cool in the pan for a good 20 minutes. I'm going to burn myself. Okay. Look at those beautiful, delicious, healthy energy bars. And you could swap out. You don't like chocolate chips, put raisins in them. Put whatever you want in them. Give this one a try, guys.